I mean, I mean, he's probably number two, but their big body tight end. He's definitely the number one option on there. So Marvin is kind of number three right now. So he's definitely not top 10 receiver. Can Arizona surprise the division? I don't know what surprised me. Like surprised by winning it? Nah. Surprised by maybe getting like 8 or 9 wins? I don't know if they're there yet. I think they need to build up a little bit, and see maybe if you could surprise some people with Jeremiah Love. Maybe he's that dynamic that he could really push you over the top. Even though I don't know if he's starting because James Conner is coming back, so I don't know if he's fully healed, but he's gonna want his top spot back. So sorry, Cardinals, but okay. Division wide topics. Let's go on this. What team has the best quarterback? I want to say Brock, but just on tenure and how long he's been doing it, I'll go with Matt Stafford. I think that's you know I think that's a safe bet. And these are just I guess hot takes. Which team has the best head coach? Obviously, I'm gonna do a tie on this between Kyle and Sean, excuse me, Sean McVay. Which team has the most pressure in 2026? Man, I'm just gonna go with the LA Rams, just because Super Bowl appearance is the expectation when you go out and you get Watson, McDuffie, you get Miles Garrett, you get three, you know, big important defenders. I think you're definitely got the most pressure and expectations right now. Biggest bust candidate in the division. Um, damn, that is a good. Um, I'm just gonna go with um Marvin Harrison Jr. because all those drops he has, it just kind of boggles my mind. I just can't believe that's happening to him right now, and um, he is the one that stands out to me as like the possible biggest bust because he is struggling beyond belief in camp right now. Biggest breakout player in the division this year. Um, that's a hard one. Um, I'm gonna go on a long shot one here that, as a Niner fan, I hope is true. I'm thinking Mike Evans. I think he's where he wants to be. Finally, I think he's with a respected quarterback. No shade at Baker, but I think he's finally where he wants to be in a respected franchise. They're probably more respected than the Tampa Bay Bucks, and I think a lot of people are just writing him off as old, but I feel like he will have, a good dominant year for the 49ers. Most overrated team. Um, I'm going to say Seahawks because me, I might be by myself when I say this, but I really feel like the Seahawks um, had a fluke season. Like, respect them for having that season, but they're the closest to anybody else to just falling right back off. And losing Kenneth Walker the third, I think is going to be bigger than people realize. And they were 10-7 the year before last, and didn't make the playoffs. Maybe they did. I forget. But anyway, I always thought 10-7 was like they should have been better than that. But let's just see. I think they're the most overrated right now. Most underrated team. I'm going to say my 49ers, just because, if somehow we could get out of this injury bug bubble that we're in right now, I think that's the only knock besides the Niners being old is that, we got unlimited injuries. So if we get injuries right, our roster is pretty formidable to, anybody. Which team misses expectations? Um, I'm going to say Rams. I'm just going to say that because, everybody thinks it's just going to be instant. They got all these acquisitions in the offseason, and I think they got problems too. I don't think Puka Nakua is that stable. I think Devontae is getting older. Kyron Williams, I think he's a little soft. He needs to prove himself this year. The defense looks solid, but I think they're gonna undershoot their expectations a little bit. But sorry, took a little pause.